a world nearly destroyed by a cataclysm, saved by the actions of heroes long gone. A world that has survived, recovered, and even thrived. This is the world of Tyr. Here, the descendants of those heroes and the other survivors of the cataclysm have built great nations, the 8 pillars that support the world. Nearly 1,500 years after the cataclysm, the world is one of relative calm. However, beneath this veneer of peace, great forces move. With every shift and shudder, they threaten to disrupt the delicate balance that keeps the pillars standing. Now, across the world, knowingly or not, people must become heroes, or the pillars will fall and Tyr will be no more. Join us as we follow some of those heroes and see their struggles to keep their world from destruction. Just glad we missed most of that anyway. Hello everyone, welcome to Astra Academy. My name is Galway, I am one of the founders of Helpful Goat Gaming, and tonight I am your GM for the proceedings. Before I turn it over to the stars of this evening to do introductions and recap, a few pieces of business. First, this is a Helpful Goat gaming production. We're a small independent game design, game content creation community. If you would like to join our community, you can use !Discord in the chat, or get a link down below if you're catching this on YouTube. We do game days, movie nights, just hang out generally, play lots of games. We also do a lot of internal streams. Okay, you don't even line up in the overlay? Just FYI.
Fair.
I wasn't trying to go the same direction.
Okay, that's fine. Just making sure. Where was I? Oh, yes. So, if you want more of this in your life, click the link. We stream multiple times a week here on Twitch, twitch.tv/helpfulgoat, so you can check us out. Well, we normally stream multiple times a week. It's been a little bit of with the holidays, things have been a little more scattered, but we do stream regularly here, and we are affiliate, which means you can cheer and subscribe, both of which support us monetarily. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to us for free with Twitch Prime. If you use it on us, thank you so much. If not, please use it somewhere, especially to a smaller mid-sized streamer. They make a huge difference, especially early on. If you'd like to support us in other ways, you can support us directly at our coffee page, !KO-FI in the chat to get the link. Come on, voice. We can do it. We can get through the intros. And if you would like some merch with your support for Helpful Goat, !Merch gets you a link to our merch store, which Heather's camera is going to relentlessly blur.
Censor?
Yeah, but it's not gonna censor my Ressa mug.
All right,
There we go.
Yeah.
I had to pull it by my face.
All of the minimal profit we make from that goes to supporting our creations, our community, the artists who contribute art. So check that out. Besides that, we also have 3 podcast feeds: Goats and Dragons, Dom and Dragons, and Helpful Goat Presents, where you'll find the Tyr stories. You can get those wherever you get your podcasts. It's really challenging, y'all, when I'm just like trying. I'm normally looking at the cameras, and I'm like, why am I doing this during intros? This is a bad fucking idea.
Why is Andy flipping me off?
Oh, I'm used to that.
Kitty. Oh, I don't know Kitty's name. Oh my god, he's so fuzzy and I must pet Kitty.
Finally,
intros don't exist.
We like to highlight important
Checks.
causes and things that we have near and dear to our heart. And right now, the link takes you to Service Never Sleeps. If you use !Donate,
They are an educational outreach organization that focuses on building a network of allies for social justice and racial justice, particularly. So, by all means, I encourage you to go check it out. They do multiple trainings. They do trainings online. They offer them for free at various points. They're also, honestly, not very expensive for yourself if you'd be interested, and they're really, really quality. All right. I think that takes us through all the commands, and now we go to introductions, and after that, someone can read Chelsea's poem, which is in the Twitch chat. I did not copy it over yet. As mentioned, my name is Gaul, my pronouns are he, him, his, and I am the GM for this evening, so I play characters with a whole range of pronouns. Passing it over to Joel.
The Joel was not prepared for the intro.
Why?
Hello, I am the Joel.
We had so much time and interruption leading up to this.
Of course. He, him, his, playing Cantor Loki, the satyr bard. And I'm going to pass it to the person currently holding a cat.
I'm
Maybe
Andy.
more than one person.
Oh, oh no,
Well,
sorry.
we'll go since
The two
I have.
cats can fight about it.
Yeah, this is Mia. She is she, her, hers. I am Heather. I am also she, her, hers. I play Vanity, who is they, them, theirs, and is a tiefling bard. And how about Jax's mama?
Oh, hi there. Chucks was on briefly. He is an 18-pound kitty who does not like being held. So that's why it was very brief, and I had to put his head up there. But I am Chris, and my pronouns are she, her, and I play Banbon Quickfeet, who is a Harrigan sorcerer whose pronouns are they, them. And I'm going to pass it over to Lena.
Hi, I don't have my kitty anymore. He's just trying to get out of the room now. I'm Lena. Probably picked up my cat crying. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Septima, who's a wizard, whose pronouns are also she, her. And I'm passing it to Andy, whichever direction he is.
I'm over here. My name is Andy. I go by he, him, and I play Ben, who also goes by he, him. And I'm going to pass it back to Joel because he's not prepared.
Oh, but I'm prepared this time.
Oh, shit.
Because I am Joel number 2. I go by he, him, his. Playing Cantor Loki 2.0. And I'm going to pass it back to Galway because I don't remember how many people went.
I think that's it.
We in fact have completed
Pretty sure
this
that's
with
everyone.
your second
I think,
go
yeah.
round. So, before we kick off recaps, does anyone want to read the most poetic and beautiful recap? Was this poem in the
I
chat?
can do that. I would love to. Okay. How many days have the prospective students stayed? With how many minds can September play? Scaring students and faculty is this group's superpower. Things grow more mysterious, murderous, and chaotic by the hour. The train is precariously on the rails as the party splits and mayhem reigns supreme. Much love, tier crew. You are heard and seen. That's an awesome one. Thank you, Chelsea.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Chelsea, that's so sweet. Thank you.
It's our superpower.
All right. Yeah, so anyone want to give a little extra color to what happened last time?
I remember what happened last time. That's a plus.
Yeah.
Well,
Banbon tried to leave and didn't.
no,
Wouldn't.
Wouldn't.
couldn't, wouldn't.
And
Wouldn't. And then the squirrel
Forgot.
got in a loop of trying to leave. So nobody could leave.
I think we were floundering last time. We had a lot of plans, but we're having trouble finding a direction.
Yep.
And then our only plan was to meet with this student who also knew that the days were repeating at lunchtime. Prior to that, however, we got caught talking. Well, we talked to the astronomy professor, and nothing seemed to go too crazy until I left a note for them, which I was worried would spark a terrible mind fire in them, and then I think it did. Yeah. So I forget, like, what triggered it for us to do all three of these things at the same time.
Rindom died.
Oh, that was it.
Got
Okay, yeah, that
murdered.
was it.
And we decided
everyone-
that there was some time pressure now.
Yeah, and everyone was
Yeah.
being rushed back to the dorms.
Right.
And
So
stuff like that.
Cantor and Vanity went up to see the astronomy tower, the projector thing in the astronomy tower, and wound up trapped.
Yep.
I wouldn't say trapped.
You wanna?
Just minor inconvenience.
Currently, yeah.
Imprisoned. That's a good
yeah.
word.
And you all were going there because of that new projector thing installed a few months ago.
Yeah.
That could maybe project sort of different stars, or we're not exactly sure what it does. But I asked then the professor, and then Bin deviated from this group to go back to ask them in person, like what the stars should be and how, exactly on this day the heavens are set up. And Bin found the astronomy professor bleeding out and nearly dead from probably reading the note I gave them to look into this very thing. And then we had a third split off.
Yeah. Ban and me. September. I can whatever. Anyway.
Slightly weird emphasis, but
It's fine.
a lot of people say September, but it's your name.
We went to go investigate Rendom's murder scene. So we had heard that they were found with like pinned to the door with a big ass blade with "Your Next" written next to them.
In
so
blood.
we went to go investigate that. We found made some pretty bad rolls.
Witherwells was like
Oh.
pilfering through his stuff.
Yeah. Witherwells. Juliana Witherwells. Was at Wyndham's desk.
She was
Wyndham's. Sorry, go.
Yeah, but she was pilfering through his stuff. And so September and Ban like backed out of the room and like hid, and then September convinced Seppi to be a distraction. And that's how it ties back into Bin.
Because Ben found Seppi.
Because Juliana ran out after Seppi and sort of ran into Bin, who didn't know any of that was going on, just knew that someone was in here when everyone was evacuating, and started to call them out a little bit, and now is being escorted by this probably evil teacher back to the rest of everything, supposedly, or to my death. And that's where we sort of ended things.
Yep. And that's in fact exactly where we'll pick up.
Oh, goody.
Seppi managed to fade back because Juliana's attention became completely focused on Bin and what the hell you were doing. And then apparently once again became a vessel for exhilaration, since Seppi doesn't normally walk on two legs carrying an apple and like whistling slightly. But he does appear to have resettled in the area that, well, Bin wouldn't know this. September told him to wait, like right outside
the bushes.
Yeah, the bushes right outside the tower. Meanwhile, you are being escorted along by Juliana Witherwells, who, as a reminder, is a half-elf woman. None of you have had class with her yet. You know her from like the introductory meetings and things, and you might know off the top of your head that she's a specialist in alteration and transmutation magics, and she's walking you across the hex towards the domicile and like has her hand on your back, and it's still in the like walking like, you know, a truculent student along, just guiding them. She doesn't have like a grip on you yet, but you're pretty sure it will turn into a grip if you go anywhere. And you see a couple of figures coming out of the domicile and beginning to move north. So essentially towards you.
Is any of them Kingston?
No. They
Okay.
are, you recognize both of them, though. One of them is Arbus Quard, the caretaker of students, and
Oh, yeah.
daughter of one of the mentors. And the other is... This is just me having completely forgotten what this person's name is, not me being like, who should it be? Dover Rathbine. And they are the advisor to druids. So you had class with them. They are a halfling. Who you know is from Greenwoods. And that is somewhat isolating for them.
And also north is where I was coming from, right? The tower?
Yes, they seem to be headed to the tower.
Cool. Yep. Okay. Well, they're after you guys, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna just kind of let them go on by.
That this actually, as you go by, Dover Rathbine will see you. Bin, where are the rest of your group mates? There are multiple students missing, and we need to locate them.
Oh, I believe that are come to the dome, so should be there right now. I was gonna go meet them.
They are not.
Oh, they're not.
No. Have you seen your group recently?
We split up. I was practicing turning into a squirrel. I turned into a squirrel for a bit.
Good.
And then at that point I lost him.
And I don't know if you're familiar with them, but have you seen Game. Not Game.
Ethwell?
Have you seen or met Puffin? She's a gnomish woman. You all had met her the first day. She was the one who was really nice.
I can't say that I have. Is that the only professor or adult missing? I guess we're all adults here.
I was gonna say you're all adults, and she's
Sure.
also a prospective student. No, also Alira
That's right.
Rents is missing. I don't believe you've met her. She's one of the clerics.
Oh.
Sure. I don't know, Juliana, did you see anyone while you were skulking around that area when we were supposed to be going to the domicile?
Give me an insight check.
Insight, eh?
Well, I'm rather than perception, just reading the people
Sure.
around you's reactions.
Yeah. I'll take insight, which is a 12.
Okay. You kind of take a quick glance at people because you're, trying to provoke a reaction. Juliana looks like she's going to wring your neck until your head pops off. Dover Rathbine looks like this half hit their mind, but they're not really focused on that. They're like, yeah. And you see Arbus Quard's eyes narrow, but you're not sure what that means. Like, you can't quite read her expression. She says, no, as I was there investigating the tragedy that befell Mentor Zelen, I did not see anyone else except for... Where did the creature go? There was a small creature that was running around. It seems to have disappeared.
And I'll just kind of mouth to the other two, I don't know what she's talking about. And I'll sort of say, were you in that Professor Close, or are you assigned to look into their murder more?
I was one of the mentors assigned to see if there had been any magical attempts to disguise anything or take anything.
Oh. Was anything taken.
That is a matter that we can go over in the future when the Archmentor deems it appropriate to share with students. Come
Oh,
along.
I see. Oh, excellent. Oh. Well, it was good to see. I hope you find my friends. If you do, let me know as soon as you can. I'll be. Where are we going again? To the domicile, right? Just in the main room. Is that where we're headed? Then,
Yes.
then you can be sure that I'll be there. And hey, if I'm not, I guess you know who to ask.
And then you will head on to the domicile.
Sure.
They're going to move off. Arbisquard is going to break towards the Sylvanorum, and Dover is going to head to the tower. You can actually, in the distance, also see a couple of figures going to a couple of other of like the south areas. So it seems like multiple
Searching.
mentors and staff have fanned out to look for people. Very good. Let's go ahead and cut to the basement of the tower, where September and Banbon have just re-entered the crime scene. I'm sure nothing can go wrong with this.
I still have Detect Magic up.
You do.
So
Where are you going inside this somewhat large workshop?
I guess over to where we saw what's her name? Wither Wells pilfering.
Okay, so Rindam's
And
their
I might
desk.
look. I'm looking around the area where Rindam died, and also looking for like signs of a struggle or like clues. I'm looking for clues about like how Rindam, who Rindam, you know.
Yeah, I'm looking for clues too at the desk.
Okay, so go ahead and each of you give me an investigation check. We're going to have them stand independently because you're examining two different areas. And I will keep in mind, Lena, that you have Detect Magic on as you're doing this other part of the investigation.
25.
Nice.
18.
Okay, much better rolls than yesterday. I'm pretty sure that those two put together are like higher than you rolled cumulatively last game. September, you are looking around. Again, there's the normal, the things you've seen before, like little oddments of magical items, enchanted stuff, etc. on the shelves. Even though the boxes are quite sort of messy and like banged up, you are able to see once again that there's a really precise filing here. It looks chaotic, but you're actually like even able to, just looking at it again, see like, oh, these were this kind of project and then this kind of project. Okay, this is someone who organized things the way you organize notes. With your 25, you look around the site. It's hard for you to tell because you don't know how much they may have cleaned, or, I mean, obviously there's not a giant pool of blood on the ground, so they've cleaned somewhat. You don't think you see any signs of a struggle here, which would be a little odd, and might indicate that either they were incapacitated or they were killed somewhere else.
They were pinned with a giant blade,
Yes.
and that armor that they were summoning as part of the security system had a giant blade, didn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
That's an unnerving connection.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
Banbon, you are looking
Yes.
at Rindam's desk, and it is... You've snooped around enough to be able to recognize that someone has snooped around and then tried to put things back to make it look like they hadn't, but you're able to spot it. The things that had been most messed around with are a series of like papers that are in like a sort of storage drawer up on the table. You do also notice that the active project on their desk is a guide that was in a state of being disassembled. So what would you like to do at that point? Actually, sorry. With an 18 investigation, you will also notice, as you're kind of like looking, trying to see things, a little bit catches your eye. There's a drop of blood under the desk.
I will call to September and say, you remember when you wanted to take apart the guide to see what was inside of it?
Yeah.
You might have your chance. And then I would crawl under the desk to check out the blood spot.
I'm heading over to her.
Okay.
No, to them, and I still have detect magic up. Just as
Cool. So you come around the corner just in time to see Banbon diving underneath the desk, like ears sort of being folded back by the top of the table. And sitting up about 7 feet above the desk, on the wall, you see a small orb, or actually the outline of one, glowing. And for just a moment, you get the sense of it rotating as if to focus on you. And it is divination magic.
Oh.
I don't really have any spells that I can do anything about that with. How loud is Eldritch Blast?
It depends on what you hit with it, largely.
And do I think this is a physical thing that is then has divination magic on it, or do I think it's a spell that somebody's casting remotely into here and there's no physicality to it?
Give me an Arcana check.
It should be with advantage given all the books she needs.
I agree. Not just because I saw the results of my roll.
But because she saw the results of her roll. You would guess that this is a spell effect, not a thing. You would guess that this is a spell effect, not an enchanted something. There's just a little bit in the way that, like, it's not like being affected. It's not bobbing at all. Like anything that you've seen that has sort of like levitation magic on it, you know, has a very slight sort of up and down rhythm. And this is also clearly not attached to the wall. You can see the light. It's a little bit out from the wall.
I'm just gonna try to cover it up. Is it working, do I think?
So
It's like 7 feet up.
7 feet up.
I stand on the desk, Ben.
Okay, so Banbon, you hear boom boom above you as September has now jumped onto the desk. What are you looking for in particular, like underneath with the bloodstains, etc.?
To see, like you said, I saw a drop of blood, right?
Yeah, that's sort
I
of
was
near
looking
the
to
edge.
see if there was like more, and like if I could tell where it was going or came from.
Yes, even without having to like roll a perception check or anything, yes, there is more blood underneath. Further back, it was just you saw like that first drop because it was there.
So further back like towards the wall
Yeah.
of the desk?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's quite a bit of it. You could give me a medicine check if you want to make sort of any guesses as to what this amount of blood would mean, etc. If you can figure out anything on that, you could give me an investigation check. if you wanted to try to figure out like position, etc., but even that might be hard because it's blood.
Let's try medicine. A 12.
With a 12 medicine check, and you're slightly distracted by September having just jumped on the desk on top of you, that doesn't seem like it's probably a great sign. You're no expert in medicine, but something seems a little bit wrong.
Just lost your sound.
Okay.
Yeah, you just cut
Hello?
out.
I thought it was me. I was like,
Okay.
crap,
Yeah,
which
now
Sorry,
we catch
I
it.
think it's because I have push to
Something
talk
wrong.
on, and I think my
Oh.
my finger went into fatigue and like lifted just enough so it wasn't actuating anymore.
Something's wrong.
Something was wrong.
Something seemed odd about the blood, and you're not quite sure. You're absolutely not sure what would be causing it. The most that you can sort of get is it seems you got into all kinds of shit growing up. You've gotten plenty of nicks and scratches and cuts. You're pretty sure that this blood shouldn't still be as liquid as it is. And you think that that's what's wrong. Like, there's a fair amount of blood, but it's not like it's a pool or something. It's like, okay, there's a blood stain here. This should probably be dry. Meanwhile, on top of the table, you're holding up just like a piece of cloth or something to go in front of it.
Yeah?
Okay.
Do I feel like that's working?
You hold that up, and then the sort of thing of light will sort of float through it, and then like again sort of angle down.
Okay. I climb off the desk and regroup with Banban. Hey, Banban. Just some, just an update on what's happening above the desk. There's a spell, a divination spell. It's focused on us. It's watching. I can't do anything about it. I don't have the spells. I'm not strong enough yet. I could blow up the whole room and create a lot of chaos and dust, which might help. But we might need to leave real soon. And as I'm saying this to Banban, I'm also going to be pocketing the bits of the guide that Rendem was working on.
Okay.
Okay.
Little convenience theft as a treat.
It's not theft. Rendem's dead. You can't steal from the dead.
And this is session 1 of Lena's extremely disquieting discourse on the nature of private property.
Well,
Okay, so you're yeah.
There's also a bunch of blood under the desk.
Weird.
Yeah, and I don't think it's right. Like
What do you
there's
mean?
it's I don't think it's right. Like there's something wrong. I think it's just weird.
I'm going to
it's-
crouch down and look at the blood with Banban.
Mhm.
What?
See,
The blood is weird.
it's still kind of it's still wet. I feel like it shouldn't still be so sticky.
With detect magic on, you can see traces of magic in it. Probably evocation.
In it?
Yep.
And remind me again what evocation is. I don't know the schools of magic.
It's the one that produces something. Fireball. Healing to create something from nothing is evocation.
So this could be fake blood.
Probably not. That would more likely be transfiguration or conjuration or enchantment, illusion, those kinds of things. It
Can
seems
I
like
just-
it's traces of magic that have remained behind in the blood.
Can I do a check to figure out anything else about the blood?
About the blood? Yes, you could do medicine check. If you want to learn more about the magic, you can do an arcana check.
Doing Arcana. I rolled an 8 because
Good
God
job.
hates me.
Sure is freaky looking magic blood. You're underneath the table now too, right?
I mean, I was kind of just couched. Like, do I need to be under the table?
No. I just was making sure like you hadn't like scooped some of this out or something to look at it.
No.
Okay.
Oh, now you make me want to touch it.
Yeah, I was just about to say now. Well, now she's gonna.
The blood's got
I?
magic in
Did
it,
I do
Van
that?
Von. I don't know. I can't tell why. It's something that was left behind in it.
Can I try an Arcana check to see if I can tell anything about it?
Sure.
Now that she's told me it's got magic in it?
Yeah.
11.
Sure is some
Only a
freaky
few
magic
better
blood.
than 8.
Seems kind of creepy. You can't like see the magic of it, so it's even kind of harder for you.
Does it smell like blood?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck, you're a
There's one
rabbit.
sense remaining.
Does it sound like blood?
No.
Well, you know, I mean,
Does it taste like blood?
as a human, you smell certain things, but I'm also a Harrigan, so I kind of was hoping that there would be some sort of
You also get just a hint of rot.
hint of rot.
Hmm.
Okay. September, it smells bad.
I'm gonna put some of the blood in, let's see, what do I have? Just dumping out an ink bottle and putting the blood in there.
Yeah, that completely won't contaminate your sample. Yep, go right ahead.
I'm wiping it out first. With my clothes. I'm wiping it out really good.
I mean, I'm sure there's got to be vial. If this were in a magical like laboratory thing, there's
Oh,
got to be empty
yeah.
vials or something somewhere.
Yeah, do we see vials?
Is they were more on
Or
the
some
side
sort of
though of
container?
engineering.
Okay, but then they should still have some sort of like maybe a cylindrical tube that doesn't have anything in it.
Yeah, they've got like
Something
some,
that might have
some
been a
pieces
part
of
of
like
a guide.
metal tube.
Cool.
couple
So
of
we're filling up
canisters.
a metal tube with rotting blood.
Okay, cool, good.
Has the divination magic done anything different? Is it just still divining?
You pull your head out, it's gone.
Do I think I've learned the organization system well enough in the lab to very, very, very quickly grab the logs and then leave? Very, very quickly. You said that it looked like an organization system that I was
Well,
really getting down with.
Those
my
weren't the
investigation
logs.
check.
Those were the projects that were in the outer one.
But it's all the same person organizing it.
You know the cabinet that they're in. The cabinet is locked. You know this from the other day.
So, returning to my original question, how loud is Eldritch Blast?
Pretty loud.
I picture it having a certain amount of noise generated just by it, and then whatever it's hitting will probably make some noise.
How long have we been in here? How long have we been in the room?
$15, 20 minutes?
Oh shit, that long?
Yeah, long enough. We should, I guess, probably get
Yeah.
going.
Probably
Yes.
more like the 15 side of it.
Banbone, we should get going. The divination magic is gone. I'm just gonna really quick blast this cabinet open and grab some things out of it. You go. I'll meet up with you. I can run really fast. Stay. Try to lay low. Get back to the domicile. Remember the story. If anybody finds us, we got lost.
One more split. One more
I
split.
I don't think I should leave you.
Okay, I'm gonna blast
Sunny's
the
on
cabinet.
fine.
Okay,
Well, hold on. Just because I said I didn't want to leave you,
Go ahead and give
doesn't
me-
mean I don't want to leave you.
Go ahead and give me an Eldritch Blast roll.
I could have
I'm
like
trying
been on lookout.
To do it quietly.
Okay, that's fair. Roll me some damage.
7.
Very good. And with a 24, you're able to target pretty well the center part of like where the lock mechanism is. And you like hit that. There is sort of a sizzling noise, but almost more like electricity going through yours, like that kind of crackling sizzle. Hits it, and you do hear sort of a boom as like the metal of it, and then clang, clang, boom, boom.
Okay.
And then the doors swing open.
The doors to the cabinet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to hustle really quick. Do I see something that looks like logs for the guides? I've seen the inside of the guide as I was sticking it into my pockets.
Yes, you see several boxes that look like they're stored logs because they have date ranges.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the ones for the one for the relevant date range, and we're leaving.
Okay, so it's just like the most recent one, basically, right?
Yes.
That's what you're looking
for. How long is that date range?
Basically it goes back to the start of this month. It looks like each box is a month.
Okay,
So
that's
before we got there.
Yeah, it includes before you got there.
Okay, I'm grabbing that. I'm sticking it very deep in my. How big is it?
Think of like a library card catalog drawer, so it's fairly long.
So I'm burying it down in my backpack, and
Okay.
we are.
It's sticking out of that like a jaunty metal baguette, but
I'm draping my cloak over it,
okay.
which is very inconspicuous.
You definitely look like you're walking around with a puppet, but very good. You turn, you sort of kick the lock as you turn in here. Tom, 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 tom. The lock isn't moving anymore.
Wait, what lock?
The lock that she blasted off, she kicked as she turned around, and it made a little bit of noise.
Okay.
Now there's still a sound of something slamming on stone. And let's go upstairs. Vanity and Cantor, you find yourselves trapped in a glass cage of emotion. You're in a small bubble. It's about a 5-foot radius. It was positioned essentially like 3 strides into the room, so it was put at a position where it'd be very likely someone would step on it, but you wouldn't notice it right from the door.
Well, Cantor, we seem to have a little bit of a problem here.
Indeed. Seem to have
Ye-
stepped into a little bit of a trap. That
Do you
kind of.
have... Go ahead.
Oh, he just kind of points toward the little bell. I suspect if our cap door is unoccupied, they'll be here soon, based on the alarm.
I do agree. Do we have a means of exit?
I think I do. It will take about a minute. Who knows how long it'll take them to get here?
In your head, Vanity,
Well,
you hear
yes.
you hear a voice that you've heard before. Flee. Flee now.
Can't flee. I'm thinking back. Help. Help. And I'm gonna like touch the sides.
Okay. Cantor, what are you?
I can't. I'm thinking in my head.
Cantor immediately notices that Vanny is still invisible. Goes, okay, whatever, we're trapped. So drops the invisibility, and then sits down on the ground. Takes out his 20. Where's my page? Takes out his simple wooden whistle made of white wood. Begins to play a little tune for 1 minute, concentrating on the orb.
Quick question. You said I'd heard that voice before. Do I know it?
Does Heather not know this?
It's the voice connected to like the feature I gave you.
Oh, that voice. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Oh, crap. And then when I reached out for the walls, they were still there, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Cantor's playing a ditty, and the walls are
Cantor's
still there.
playing Diddy. Okay, I don't want to interrupt Cantor. Crap.
You could.
I could. Well, because this is a ritual, right? No, the ritual would be 10 minutes.
It's a thing
Sort
that
of.
he has to think of it
Well-
as a long casting time.
Vanity's gonna kind of be panicky a little bit and is gonna be like, we have to flee now, but oh my god, we can't. The walls, we can't. We're trapped, and we have to go. We have to flee. We have to run now. Is it? Calm down now. Find a way out. That's what Cantor's doing. Just hush and let him do his thing. We're gonna, you gotta calm down now.
Cantor gets in about like 15 seconds into playing the little ditty, and then pauses, kind of looks at Vanity. Vanity, look at me. Yes, we're trapped.
Look,
We're about to not be trapped. Good thing is we're trapped here together. Would you like me to sing you a song to make you feel better?
just get us out, get us out, get us out.
All right. And he goes back to his ditty.
Very good.
And I'm gonna be like, I'm scanning the room, and I'll have. There's not a lot of room in there. I'll pull out my dagger, and I'm just like looking at the room to see if I can see anything.
Give me a perception check.
All right. Hey there. Perception. Please. 17.
Yeah, it's completely clear, invisible, like barrier, so you're able to see pretty well. This room is kind of the entire like width of the tower. Like it's just it's almost like a auditorium style. Like it has a couple of rings of seating up. In the middle there's this projector, which is sort of an orb with lots of lenses, a sphere sort of, but at the bottom extends out so that it's built into its pedestal. There are books, star charts and things along the sides. And then the ceiling, like I said before, is translucent. Do you actually notice this time, it seems like that's actually an enchantment? Which would make sense because like the top of the tower isn't glass. It has a ceiling. You've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like it's letting you see through that in some way.
Okay.
After 1 minute, your effect takes hold. What level is it cast at with that?
It is considered casting with a 4th level spell slot.
Go ahead and make me a spellcasting ability roll.
This feels like a big roll.
It feels like a big roll.
I was considering inspiring myself before.
Yeah, I can inspire him. My panic will inspire you because I'm. Oh my god! Oh my god! You gotta get us out of here.
Would you allow me to, without even rolling prior, to retroactively inspire myself or have Vanity inspire?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
This is sort of happening over a minute.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
We'll
So
call it
it's an
vanities because you were casting a spell.
Sure. Yeah. Right. Then
I will take.
Cantor, that's the absolute not one you want.
Oh my god! That would be a nat one.
Hmm.
Oh, crap.
Anyone got any inspiration?
I don't have anything for that.
I don't have
okay,
anything
now
for
I
that.
also-
So wait, could I appeal for one group inspiration for a 3-way party split?
Yeah, that's fair. I'll give you one for that.
Okay.
I vote a reroll. For
Yeah,
the group
and
on it.
that's fair. We've been wrapping up quickly the last couple of times, so I haven't remembered to dole out inspiration the way I normally would. But I can definitely get
Hold-
behind you all made a good decision, but a very dangerous decision.
Okay.
Chris, you
It's
are
fine.
muted. I think I started saying, "Oh, I know."
Okay.
Are you rolling again?
Here we go.
I just
you
looked
got
back
this.
up and I thought it was another fumble. I'm
Drum
like,
roll,
"God damn."
please.
It's better. It's way better.
And then I was
Yeah.
inspired. Perhaps.
Okay. So that would be a 17?
Total of 17.
As you sit there and concentrate and sort of push your energy into this, you can feel something. It's not even pushing back. All of the force is yours. It's just not yielding, if that makes sense. And then a second goes by as you're focusing and you just sort of hear and this totally clear dome forms like a web of cracks and then shatters. And as it does, they all like they're falling almost like glass towards the ground. But then all get diverted so that this entire sort of dome of broken shards of translucent energy flow into the penny whistle. There is now one black band sitting around under like the first finger hole to that far back.
Yes.
Dang.
Yes.
When I
Cantor.
see this, I'm grabbing Cantor and I'm pulling you toward the door to get out of there as fast as we can.
Would you
Are
like to
you
be stealthy?
sure we did come here to investigate the...
We need to go. We got to. Oh. Oh.
After finishing that, being pulled toward the door, Cantor casts invisibility on Vanity once again.
Okay. But at that, I'll stop.
If you insist that you'll stop, you say?
Yeah, I'll stop. If I'm invisible, I'll stop pulling you and say, okay, but let's do it quick.
Legitimately, I thought you were going to send him out, and I'm like, good God, you're all alone now.
No, I was gonna take him and both of us run.
Okay.
All right,
So what would
let's
you
look
like
at
to do?
this. Let's look at this quick. And then
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
scan the floor for any little bells and tripwires and other things. And
So give me an investigation check if you're trying to.
yeah, I
Look.
just want to not run
Are you
into
trying to
any
do it
other
quickly, or are you trying to do it very
Yes.
thoroughly?
quickly.
Okay.
That would be a 9.
You don't think you see anything?
Okay. Oh,
The floor is pretty
Oh.
open by the sort of central pedestal, so it would
Yeah.
be harder to hide something.
okay. are you coming to the thing with me, Cantor?
Yeah, it was Vanity more so looking for hidden things or things that were in the room other than the projector, or was Vanity actually
Looking for traps
specifically
on the
looking for
way to the
traps and stuff?
projector.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's
Just
fine. Vanity's looking for traps. There's none here. That's fine. Cantor proceeds onward toward the
okay.
projector.
Okay.
Yeah, did you mention that it was already on when we entered the room, or that
No,
maybe
it wasn't
would have to be active?
on.
Okay.
It's just
In that
there.
case, Cantor will look for a mechanism of activating. If
You don't
possible.
see
Could be.
anything obvious.
Mhm.
Like, I'm going to give you that one without a roll because you would be able to see like a power switch or something. Like, there's nothing really connected to it. It's just the sort of sphere that elongates out and like joins to the pedestal is just sort of all of a piece. There's lenses sticking out of it, but nothing that
Okay.
you really think you could directly mess with.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, can I do like I want to look the thing over carefully to see if if there's just anything weird that I notice about it, or like if there's something there that shouldn't be, that it doesn't look like it should be, or maybe any obvious signs of magic. I don't know how I would see that, but
So you can give me an
egg or
Arcana check if you're trying to investigate its magical properties. You can give me an investigation check if you're just trying to check it physically as an object, or like
Okay.
seeing if there's anything that feels out of place on it.
I think I'm doing Arcana.
Okay.
No, that would be a 10. Oh my god.
You don't. This isn't like your specialty magic wise
Yeah.
anyway. But the thing is, you know that this is the projector. And like, you heard Professor Whitebraids discuss it. So you know
Yeah.
roughly what it should do. It's not doing that. And you feel magic though.
Okay.
So you don't know if it's just like it's stored and, then you release it and that's how it works, or what.
Okay. I'll tell Vanity that. And
Your Vanity.
I mean, Cantor. Well, Vanity will tell Vanity
I was
something.
gonna say fair.
That's yeah, so well, Cantor, I think there is magic here, but I can't tell how it works. And I am still fairly nervous that someone is coming.
It is very suspicious that someone would trap this sort of room with maybe. Not sure if it's that we can't figure it out, but it seems maybe only semi-functional. Maybe someone removed a part of it?
Possibly.
Oh, it is still magical. I don't know.
Should we try to damage it? I'll hoist my dagger.
Normally I'd say no, but considering everything else, why not?
All right. Well, would I know that if I attacked it, I would become visible? Probably not.
I'm willing to let that one be. Do you think that Vanity would be aware of the sort of limits of the spell invisibility generally?
Probably not.
Sure.
No. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to pry at it with the dagger. Not stab it, but like pry it. Whatever looks like it might
Like prying
pry
one of the
off,
lenses
or
off or
So like
something?
aiming at one of
Yeah,
the
try it.
lenses or something?
Yeah, it's something that looks like it could actually be damaged to make it malfunction.
Cool. Vanity and Cantor, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh crap.
That's fine. Oh, saving throw, you say?
Oh, that's not good.
Vanity.
That would be a 6.
Actually, Vanity, you have advantage.
I do. Okay. I'll take that. I don't know what, but I'll take it. It's only 10. Oh my god. I'm rolling so bad tonight.
You'll both take 9 psychic damage.
Ouch.
Cantor, I need you to make a concentration check.
Oh, yes. Save. Okay. 18.
So you brace yourself to hold on to the spell, and then a couple of interesting things happen. You realize that Vanity attacked, so the spell is down. Vanity is still invisible. The second interesting thing that happens is you both fall asleep.
Oh.
Let's go ahead and take our break here. Incidentally, if you were wondering what the 13d8 were for,
No!
Yeah.
all right, everybody.
Yeah.
Things are looking interesting. I really enjoy that the like most aggressive like rabble rouser of you all, Bin, is just like kicking up his heels in the domicile now. Like,
Yep.
cool, they'll be back eventually.
Yeah, that's long shortly.
We're just gonna get a nap in. All right, everybody. Things are looking interesting. See
Oh my
you all
goodness.
back in about 15 minutes, say 8:20 Mountain.
Manage your fluids, everyone.
Get a snack.
time for more
stretch your legs.
wine.
Manage your fluids. Bye.
Wine's a fluid.
Yes, it is.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Things might have gotten a little bit scarier.
Yeah, we thought we were in hot water last time.
It has, in fact, potentially gotten more threatening. And so, in order to, relieve this tension as quickly as possible, let's go to Ben.
Oh, okay.
He's in the sauna.
You're in sort of the main dining hall of the domicile. And like just because it's the biggest room, so you can see there's staff, there's mentors, people are like setting up tables for food, which is mostly good berries at this point. They're kind of gathering. They're also gathering full students here. Like it isn't just the prospective student, so they've got a lot of people sort of standing around. The most prospective students seem like they're in their groups. Looking around, you can see that indeed Alira Rents isn't there. And you can see that crap, what was her name?
Pudding?
Puffin. Puffin is missing.
Pudding.
I was close.
Do you want to give me a perception check to see if you can notice anything else in the room?
I would love to do that because I'm certainly looking around. $21. Here's all the good rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the guy in no harm.
Right, with a 21. You do not see, because you're looking for him, Lachlan.
Damn it.
Okay. He may well have been one of the other mentors who was sent to go check the other areas.
Sure.
Juliana Witherwells is like looking at you, and then she'll like occasionally turn away to like talk to other people, and then like you'll sort of see her pan, and then it's
Okay.
She doesn't even look suspicious of you. She just sort of looks like she wants to unscrew the top of your head. You're not sure, but you might have just pissed her off than anything.
Fair.
And with a 21, as you look around, you also notice Tack, the goblin from group 3 is also gone.
Dang it.
And was not one of the
was
ones mentioned as someone who had been missing.
Yeah, Tack probably just left on his own to go help or something. Okay. Got it. All right, well.
And I'm trying to think just of terms of like things you'd specifically called out, so it would make sense for you to be scanning for that. Yeah. You see Kethwell Essern, who's just like kind of sobbing in a ball on the floor.
Oh.
Okay, well. We tried with that. Do I see the
lunchtime is kind of like patting them slowly.
What was the student that we were supposed to meet for lunch?
Alira
Rents.
She's the one who's
missing.
She's the other who's missing.
Yep. And she was the one who so the teachers knew 2 of them were missing. Puffin and Alira, and your entire group.
Correct.
They did not mention Talk being missing, so you're not sure about that. And then I called out Kethwell because I feel like you were specifically kind of looking for him a little bit.
Yeah.
Other than that, you don't really see anyone. You see a bigger crowd of mentors now is kind of around Juliana.
Okay.
And you can see for just a second her like pull something out and start like, and they're talking about something. One of them,
I am staring at her entirely. If I think she's pointing out something harmful or trying to get away, like I have entangle ready.
okay, I think that's a general state of being for you.
Yep. Accidentally, mostly.
You see, Livicina Noramber is one of the ones
Okay.
standing there, as well as. This is the problem with taking so many notes, and then you're like, "Huh, where did my notes go?"
And having so many NPCs.
Yeah.
Is the Archmentor there?
No, you actually don't see
Okay.
Wingerin anywhere. You also see Martin Farthrop, who's like an evocation teacher.
Yeah.
She's the only other person that you've ever come across who's as often covered in dust as you are. And then you hear, so remind me again, is being asleep when you all are more dangerous or less? And you're going to look down and Seppi is next to you.
Being asleep? Who's asleep? What's going on?
Well, okay, so just generally, which of your friends would you say you like the most?
I don't want to tell you that.
All right, well, I was just going to try to be helpful, but anyway, they're all generally pretty well in mortal peril, so you might want to, go help them if you're not wanting them dead.
Can you watch Juliana?
Sure, you have no idea how many eyes I have.
That's a creepy thing to say.
Right.
Yeah, help me help my friends. Just 1 second. I'm gonna try to make my way into that sort of group of mentors and try to make my way within arm's reach of Juliana.
Oh my
Are you
God.
trying to approach
Sneakily.
without being noticed? Yeah. So give me a stealth roll.
Yeah. 6.
You're gonna as you're approaching, you just sort of kick something a little bit, and
Sure.
you're gonna see her turn, putting the piece of paper that she was holding away and looking. Ah, yes, Master Kinsut.
Just give her a little salute there. I'm gonna say into her head, there's some real shady about you. Listen, I'm gonna leave. You're gonna kind of cover for me. Maybe I'll forget that I saw you in that building. How about that deal?
I'll let you give me your choice of persuasion or intimidation.
Ooh, yeah. Oh no, both of these are bad. Persuasion. 7.
She is in fact going to sort of look. Yes, Mentor Noramber, perhaps you could take young Bin here and ask him a little bit more about what he was doing. And you'll see.
That's a great idea. Juliana asked me to help her with something in the tower. Wanted to meet me there right after we heard about the death of Rindam.
Livicinia Noramber, the bardic mentor, is going to sort of take you by the arm and is walking you away at this point.
Can I real quick just kind of reach out, just hit like a piece of clothing of Juliana on my way out, like
Yeah.
a tassel or something?
Yeah, pretty easily.
Then there was just a tiny bit of dust left on there.
Cool.
Okay.
And you're being just like marched away sort of over to a side room. You
Yeah.
sort of see Seppi going,
One second.
sort of scrabble over a wall and go back outside. Livcinia and Norimber will pull you into a side room.
Does she have me by the arm, or is she kind of like got the scruff of my clothing kind of thing?
Kind of, honestly, more the scruff of your neck. Like, this is a grip here.
Yeah. Okay.
She's gonna walk in, close the door over, sort of look at you and go, what did you do to piss her off so much?
That's a great question. I'd love to answer it. But I believe 2 of your students, 2 in my group, you know how they're missing? I think they're in real bad trouble. If you have any love for your students, maybe come with me. Slip out that window over there.
Yeah, that'll really piss her off. Sure, let's go.
God damn it. I like you. I don't even know you. You're great. I like you.
Everyone likes me. And with that, she's heading out with you.
Shit.
Seppi is now like,
I told you I had it. It's fine. No, nothing. Great. Let's head to the tower because that's where all my friends were last.
cool. Back to the basement. So you have, you hear sort of this thudding sound on the stone. What would you like to do?
Do we hear this? It's inside the room?
No.
It's outside the
No?
room?
Yeah.
Bam,
Bam,
bon.
bam.
We should go really fast now, if that sounds good to you.
Yeah. Can you run fast?
I can run
I can
super
run pretty
fast.
fast.
Same. Let's go. So
I
I'm gonna
kinda
cast
feel like-
Expeditious-
Should we take a look out the door first and see if we're running into something?
Can we tell like
'Cause
what side of the door it's on, like the noise?
Oh, do you mean if it's coming from the left or the right?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
This feels like another pretty important role.
19.
19. You are very aware of where the noise is coming from.
Why are we on a map now?
We're on the same map we were on when we fought that guardian. Because it still says on shelf, and that's where
As
Ben was.
the doors will slam open, and you can see just sort of a walking pile of rock and earth sort of come into the room and look at you.
Is it blocking the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's-
Ooh. Oh, okay. Okay.
Let's roll for some
okay.
initiative.
Oh, fuck.
My token is like completely wrong.
Oh yeah, that's right. I have to click on
my
my
health.
token.
Unsure.
Yeah.
I got a
Oh
20.
no, wait. Did we take damage? I took damage. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, you've had your heads
She
explode a
made my
couple
face
times.
bleed.
Yeah.
Initiative.
I'm just gonna manually add you with a 16.
Okay, thanks. I don't know.
Norember is the one that went with Ben.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Trying to.
All right, September, you go first.
Hold on. Are elementals humanoid?
No, they're elementals.
They're elemental. Yeah.
That's not a okay. Anyway,
Wait, do they walk on two legs?
fucking tautology.
Yes.
Sometimes.
That's humanoid. Let's be fair. Come
And
on.
yet,
Okay, well instead then one moment.
The cat's getting in trouble.
Oh.
Wait, what's the elementals? Okay, 10. Never mind. It's finally popped up for me.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers.
okay.
So it needs to make a Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Siege monster. That's not a save.
Clicked the wrong thing. Okay.
So it needs to take 10 psychic damage and immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far from me as its speed allows.
You see something very disquieting. It just sort of goes into the floor.
Oh, jeez. He's so scared of you, you made him melt.
And I'm gonna say to Banban, I scared it. I think it's leaving. If you can fucking go, I'll catch up. It's only scared for like a little bit, tiny bit of time.
We're still in attack order, though. I can't do anything yet.
Well, you can on your turn. And
Any movement?
maybe. So is that the door right over there where it came in?
Yep.
I'm walking up the wall on the ceiling to get as far as I can towards the door as I can on this round.
Creepy.
You're there. With a roughly optimized...
But I'm on the ceiling.
Yeah, with a roughly optimized path.
Thanks. My speed is 35, not 30.
You're there.
Okay.
Roughly optimized path.
Okay.
Banbon. I'm assuming that was it.
And the creature is completely gone.
Yep. Also
Is there-
disquieting.
I scared it, but it was coming back.
Yes.
Also disquieting. There's like no mark on the floor.
I
Where
was
it
just going to ask if there was like a
went
puddle of
through.
anything. Okay. Okay. This is Chris asking. It looks like it's been removed from the turn order. Is that correct? Want to make sure, like, what I'm seeing on Roll20 being how much it hates me is what I should be seeing.
yes. At the
Okay.
moment, players would not see it in the turn order.
Okay.
I clicked the token to the
So-
GM layer, so if the only representative of it is there, it moves the
Perfect.
initiative to there as well.
Then I am going to
expeditiously retreat.
Yo, yeah. So what do I have to do for this? Let's see here. Spell allows you to move at a incredible pace. You can cast a spell, and then as a bonus action, take each of your. So what all does that mean exactly? It's very worded weird. It's worded very weird.
So since you just cast the spell, you can take the dash action now.
And then you can also, it also makes the dash action a bonus action for you normally. So dash action is just move your walking speed in addition to your movement. So basically, and as it's, so what this means is you can move your speed,
Which is
bonus
30.
action, move your speed again, action, move your speed again, because you can keep double dashing, basically.
Okay, so
It's like trying to
at
catch a
this moment, I
fucking
can move
rogue.
90 feet. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that would put me out of the room.
Yes.
Okay. So then I'll just come over here to wherever that is.
Okay. And you're running towards the stairs?
Yes.
Like, you're legit going to get to the stairs?
Yes.
So if you're moving full speed, you can see the rock at the foot of the staircase is warped and missing, as if maybe it had formed that creature.
Okay.
He's back. And that's it. He moved. So, your turn.
How tall is he?
He is a 10-foot boy.
How tall are the doorways?
12 feet.
Not 15 feet.
12 feet, though the ceiling is 15 feet up. I'm really just seeing Lena doing the calculating meme right now.
2 feet of space. I can squeeze through that.
Right?
Do the trigonometry. Yeah. That'll work, right?
I mean, I can. Like, I can. Humans aren't 2 feet thick. I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity, but I can fucking crawl across the ceiling.
That's cool.
So... how hard do they hit, do you think?
Pretty dang hard, I would think.
I'm gonna, before I cast Expeditious Retreat, because I don't want to be concentrating if I get hit, I'm going to, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my movement to,
Go across the ceiling and try to shoot the gap.
yeah. Chat asked for the battle map to be bigger. Oh yeah, it's real small.
It is now. I forgot about that, sorry. Banbon is technically off the end of the world, so
Yes.
Banbon out. Okay. As you sort of are going across and like almost moving to slide underneath, it will give you a punch.
It will try to give me a punch.
13.
It will give me a punch. My AC is 12.
13 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
And if you get hit with an attack of opportunity, it interrupts the movement. You don't keep moving through.
No, you keep moving through.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm on the other side of it.
Okay. Yeah, you're out in the hallway.
I'm just super injured? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so that was my movement. So I used 35 to get however far that gets me.
Yep.
I look like shit, and I am casting Expeditious Retreat on myself.
Okay, that's your bonus action, which then also includes moving.
So, doing my dash.
Ye-
and then also still using
Action.
my
to
actual
dash.
action to move again, to
Yep.
take dash again.
Okay.
So I think this total of this round I moved 105 feet from where my token is right now, wherever that puts me.
Yeah, so it took you 15 feet to get out.
I'm still on the ceiling because it's
Oh, I
more
know.
efficient to just
Yeah.
stay up.
I figured. So it took you 15 to get out. Actually, 20 to get out. If you had 105, yeah. So that left you with 85. You sprint your way along. You would pass Banbon and be most of the way up the stairs.
Good. Does things seem safe?
Banbon, September sprints by you, and there's just sort of a trail of like gravel and blood. And
Or sprints above you, really?
yeah.
Yeah, gravel and blood rain down upon you.
All right. In.
Yeah.
You and Livicina and Noramber are into the building.
Okay.
Just sort of looking. So, where are your friends?
I don't have time to bullshit, do I? So, down and up. Both.
Of course.
I don't know if either is in trouble or anything, but maybe you go down, I go up. Do we
Works
want to
for
split
me.
this party too? That's a joke for not you, really.
And she'll start.
Do I hear anything? Anyone sound in distress or anything?
As you start going up, like
Ignoring.
the half set of stairs, you do hear like the sound of exploding rock from underneath, which would sounds like rock just smashing into rock, and just a little bit of.
Down we go then. I believe that that's where we should go.
Okay. You start going down the stairs just in time to essentially see September sprint past you on the ceiling. And you see Banbon.
Raining blood and gravel on you
Yes.
as I go.
You see Banbon at the bottom of the stairs going.
Running from something? Is that
Can
what
we
we're doing?
respond?
Yeah, you can respond.
There's a fucking earth elemental down there, and it tried to smash me. I was just lost trying to find the domicile.
We're way past that. Change our mind. Up the stairs we go. All of us. Everyone up.
Livicinia's
Everyone
like,
up.
off you go. I'll take care of this.
When she's not looking at me, I'm going to switch the thing from in my backpack, shove it down my pants and up the back of my shirt so it's fully hidden by my clothes.
Cool.
It's just my back's very straight, but I
was
have
like-
good posture.
You can't bend at the waist anymore.
But I have good posture normally. Come on, I'm the type of bitch that stands completely straight all the time, like a weirdo.
Yeah, okay, well.
Yes, except now you're going to be
Yeah,
moving
I
like a popsicle stick figure.
It's okay. It's more hidden.
So our friend said, friends are in danger. I don't know if that was you or the other ones, but up we go.
Yeah, we should go find them.
Yeah.
All right. We are out of order.
For now. Because I don't think that thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully that teacher, I don't know, is the bard teacher any good?
Hopefully.
Okay, well, perhaps they can do it. Up to the observatory, I suppose.
Yep. So you're all sprinting up. Meanwhile, up at the top of the observatory.
Of the world.
Vanity.
Yes.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Always a good start.
Oh yeah. 13.
Vanity, you need to get up. It is very important.
Does that get me up?
Yes, you are now conscious, at least. You
Okay.
cannot see yourself.
Okay.
Um,
Can I see Cantor?
yes, there is a small heap of satyr on the ground in front of you.
I think I would shake him to
That is an action which wakes him
get
up.
him up. Okay.
Yeah.
We have to get up. We have to get up. We have to get up. And I'm listening for more voice. And oh,
What day is it?
let's go. Something hit us. That
Oh, right,
spell.
that thing. Yes.
Yes. Let's
Uh,
we need to go. I'm kind of asking
Yes.
the
Yeah. Kitter's getting up. You mentioned that something
Oh,
about
no.
the invisibility, although we fell asleep.
Yeah, I'm still invisible.
I don't. You are still invisible. Indeed.
Yeah. But no, I'm crying out, like asking
Yes.
just the open air. Do we need to go?
you don't get anything back.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're talking to me, I think we should go. Yes.
Yes. Let's go. So
Would you like to be stealthy?
Yes, please.
probably a very good idea.
Vanity, you have advantage on that roll. Both of you give me a stealth check.
22
Jesus.
and 26 from Cantor.
Jesus. The one who's not invisible rolled higher. God damn. You all are making your way down very quietly. So the top 2 floors of the tower only have like one staircase.
Okay.
And then once you get down to the 3rd floor, there's sort of staircases on either side. Like, you know, if you think of like the top 2 floors are center, and then lower down it's east and west. You make your way down to that level. You haven't heard or seen anything. Give me perception checks if you're trying to keep also a sort of ear out to what's going on.
Oh, very definitely. Oh,
Was
come
that
on.
plural or?
Yes.
Okay, that's a 17.
Where was these rolls earlier?
Seriously? A 22.
Sorry, please hold. Checking one thing.
You hear a beep beep meow as Banban rushes past you on the street. What does
When
a
Banban rushes, does Banban like take really long jumps, or is it really pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter?
I imagine the Naruto run with the arms back as well as the ears.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Believe it.
That by yo.
You hear movement on the eastern staircase coming from like the east side. You also, Vanity, you just barely hear something. Cantor, you can distinctly tell that these are steps that are attempting to be quiet, but also moving quite quickly.
Oh shit.
And they're moving in the upstairs direction?
Yes,
From
they
the
are getting
eastern
closer.
stairs? Yeah. Well, Vanity's invisible. Cantor's not entirely sure where they are. but Cantor kind of moves to the side of the hallway or balcony or such like, just kind of goes, makes a very broad hand motion to the side.
I would imagine I would still be, because I'm checking things out. So I would imagine
Yeah.
I would see it. So I would follow, especially since hearing movement. I would follow and go with him.
Okay. So you're moving
And
down the
I'll
hallway.
message into your head, what do you hear? So you can reply to me and tell me.
Yeah, that's not a concentration. Cantor takes a piece of silver wire and responds, I think there's other sneaky ones.
Okay. So I'll follow with you.
So you're heading the opposite direction to the sound?
I would imagine, yeah.
Yes.
So you
I
hear sound
think.
coming up on the east side. You know there's another staircase on the west side.
Yeah.
You begin making your way along. Let me just check.
Perfectly normal things.
Yes.
Do you want to go downstairs? Like get down another level?
Think
Is
so.
there maybe, but is on where we are currently, is there any alcove or
Alcoves.
anything else that's not just open hallway? Cantor's kind of
Yeah,
wanting
like to hide.
Yeah, Cantor's kind of wanting to A, hide, but B, kind of have a line of sight to perhaps see who these sneaky people are or sneaky things are, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. You could wait around the corner, essentially, so that you'd be peeking back into the hallway.
Yes, that kind of thing. Yes.
And if that's the case, then I'll kind of shove you out of the way and stick my head around, still just a little bit so I can see, but unless there's like they can see invisibility, they wouldn't see me
Yeah,
that way.
hopefully.
Hopefully. I mean, I'm still trying to hide just in case, but and hopefully that 22 stealth will carry over. Oh, I just realized it was a 22 on both rolls.
Yeah.
You
We both rolled 19s on our
You-
dice.
You're peering along the corner. You see a figure, heavily cloaked, hurrying up the hallway, and they're gonna turn and go up the stairs towards the tower. I mean, unless you're doing something else, but like that's clearly they're walking and walking with purpose.
Okay. But I can't tell who it is.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, perception. 16.
It's someone very short. Which probably is explaining some of the quiet of their movement. But you can't directly tell who it is. They're very wrapped in a cloth, which is not a particularly like subtle cloak or anything. Like it's a patterned fabric. That pretty clearly is like you're going for just trying to obscure your identity more than blending in.
Okay. So I'll message this to you, Cantor. And I don't know who it is. Or they're short, but they were all wrapped up in this fabric, fairly bright fabric. They're clearly not trying to, go unnoticed. But I don't know.
Can
Do
we
we
get some
follow?
clarification on very short?
Like halfling short or
A small size creature.
okay.
With a 16, also fairly slight.
Halfling's like
Halflings are generally a little bit broader.
ah.
Actually, never mind. With a 16, there's your rule out. They're wearing shoes.
Okay.
I'm not saying it out loud, but I'm mouthing it.
Harry, relax.
Neither can I.
Cool. I think maybe Lena got it. That's metagame building, and I'm not there.
Whatever.
Anyway, what would you like to do?
Anyway, you kind of mentally messages the Cantor.
Yeah.
Cantor can't do it without whispering back. It's just sort of whispers very subtly to you. Should we follow them?
I
Keep
don't.
running.
They might be the danger. For all we know,
Almost certainly.
then perhaps not. Until we have the rest of our group. I think we should not take too many chances. And at that, speaking of, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. I think, since I clicked it. There we go.
I was like, any day now, roll 20.
4. Yeah. Okay, so 4 is better than nothing. But yeah, I think
You are no
we
longer
should.
invisible.
Oh crap! Forgot about that. Okay. Okay. So, whoops. Well, should you heal? Do you need healing?
I should be fine. I mean, all things considered, we should just get back
Okay.
to the others.
Yes. Let's
see.
go back to the others. So
Pidgey
yeah, I
was
think we'll.
going to the astronomy professor and September and Banbon. I mean, they're all downstairs. We
They
should
were
keep
in the-
going downstairs.
Yeah, let's go downstairs. And the message is 120 feet. I don't know if it would be able to, because it can go through a solid object, but I know generally where they are. It won't go through a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, 3 feet of wood.
You've easily got a foot of stone here because like the floors are
Okay.
stone, and so.
Okay, then I won't bother trying.
Yeah, so you're down on the 3rd floor now.
Mm-hmm.
You see a glimmering trail of light leading down like further to the south. You came from like the north and cut to the west.
Right.
It's going down and around the corner from the other like south, turns the corner back east.
Like magical glowy light?
Yeah, this doesn't seem, this isn't obeying any like, reflections or rays or anything else.
Yeah.
Also, before I'm asked this question, Cantor does not see this.
Oh. Well, I would certainly be asking if he did. What's that light?
I mean, there's lights everywhere. Come on.
No,
Let's go to
no,
the
that
second
trail
floor.
of light. That trail of light. It's leading. You don't see it?
No.
Well, it does
We're
seem to
still
be.
asleep and it's a dream.
That could be, but let's try this. Acceleration. Are you listening?
Nothing comes back.
Yeah. Hmm. And this trail is leading, like, not the direction we're going. It's leading into the floor
Yes.
rather than
Yep.
down.
It's leading sort of past the stairs, further to the south and around.
Hmm. Do we follow this? Is this like the bouncing apples? Or is this a trap?
Is it a trap? Yes, obviously. Should we go to it? Yes, obviously. I mean, I could leave that much up to you since you're the one who can see it.
Okay. I'm
Regardless,
just
I feel like
dying
we
to
should
ask
be.
how long. What?
Said regardless, I feel like we should be prepared. And Cantor sort of.
Definitely.
Definitely, yes. Cantor kind of strums the hurdy-gurdy, except it doesn't make any noise, and instead, it's just sort of like a small breeze sort of blows through the area, a little bit of like forest air smell, and Cantor casts Bless on the two of them.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Very good.
Okay.
Do you want to make your way south or downstairs?
I think we're
I
going
say-
south.
I say follow the trail.
I
It couldn't
say
possibly
south.
go worse.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
You begin following the trail. For the sake of brevity, I'm going to assume you're being relatively careful, sort of peering around corners, etc. You don't see anyone except for the trail, Vanity, which continues leading along and terminates in the doors where of the room where you had the awakening room.
Oh. This is interesting, Cantor. So, I think we may have learned a lesson, and let's be real careful for traps going in this room. Oh, so I'll check the door out.
Give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
You don't notice any traps. Door doesn't seem to be locked.
Okay. Then going in, I'm checking out the floor. I'm checking out,
Yeah.
Sure. Give me another investigation check for the room.
Okay. 12.
You don't see any traps, but what you do notice is on the back wall of this room, which is fairly small. I'll take the players to it and change the map so that everyone can see. These people are not here.
Okay.
You can see the room as it was. There's the sort of platform and circle in the center, the tables to either side. But on the back wall, outlined in the red crystalline dust, you can now see the shape of a doorway. With a little bit of light seeping underneath the gap, which is the same as like the twinkling light you're following.
Okay.
And then does Cantor see this door?
Yes.
Or is it in okay.
Yes, you see the door, and in fact, this you can see the light coming out from underneath the door.
It's a Cantor. There's a door over there. The light leads to it. Not sure. Should we open it, check it out?
We've gotten this far already. Not that much has gone wrong today. What could possibly be beyond the doors? Let's
We're
go.
still alive, aren't we? Yeah. Oh my God.
You go forward and just sort of push on the wall.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Cantor's gonna kind of like test to see if it's similar to the wall that kept acceleration in, or if it's seems to be a solid wall.
It seems to be like it's almost just like the stone of the wall hinges back now.
Okay. Interesting.
Also, unlike the sort of concealing mist wall, the air inside is warmer. But it seems like the air in like the room beyond this is warmer, not the specific band of cold air that you had. And
The air beyond the door is warm.
Banbon, September, you are making your way up the stairs. Are you trying to get to the top floor, which is where you would know they were?
Yeah. Observatory, that's where they were. That's if they're in trouble, that's where they'll be.
Cool.
Or they would have come down the stairs and we would have passed them. So I think we're good.
Banbon and I also still have Expeditious Retreat up and can probably get up there a lot faster than everybody else.
Okay.
I'm trying.
So would you still be sprinting full speed?
Ben said they were in trouble, so I think so. Vanity's my only friend.
Okay.
So
Yes, Cantor
yeah.
has given me apples, so definitely.
I enjoy the fact that for one brief glimmering moment, it was only a two-way party split. You all keep hauling ass up the stairway. Up the stairways.
Wait, I can cure wounds. Oh fuck, you're farther away. Never mind.
You're continuing
Is
to make
it
your way up.
possible I could have scooped Ben up and ran with him?
We have done Banbon Bin before.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Banbon Bin round 2.
Bam, bam, in.
Then
Yeah.
London.
Banbon, hold Ben out so Ben can cast Cure Wounds on me because I am really fucking hurt.
Oh, when we find him, we'll do it. I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Also, wait, you're
Would
trying
you
to
stop?
hurry and you want Bin to cast a spell?
Yeah, okay, fair point.
You
I may
sprint.
cast cure wounds. I entangled everything.
You sprint your way up. You get to the top, which you know is it. You sort of. I'm assuming you're not going quietly here.
I don't think a rabbit
No.
can run quietly carrying a small what are you again? Halfling?
A
No.
very dusty halfling.
Yes.
You burst into the room and see a very shrouded figure looking from side to side, looking like they're searching for something with a dagger out.
Do I recognize the dagger? I've had a run-in, I believe, with this person.
Give me your choice of perception or history.
Oh, that's probably gonna be perception. So let's see. 12.
You have seen this knife before. Not very much, but it was slightly noticeable because it's not really a dagger. or like a blade. And you saw it in your specialty class. It's Puffin's dagger.
Oh, this is a different person than I thought it was. Never mind.
Disregard.
But still, fuck it. Puffin, they're looking for you as well. Seems like a few students have gone missing.
So like whip around and is looking at the three of you.
Where's our friends?
I don't know. They were supposed to be here.
How do you know where they're supposed to be? I would choose your next words very carefully. I kind of like turning into a bear.
I didn't want to. I didn't have a choice.
You have a choice now. Oh no.
You're going to see Puffin just sort of slowly choke and sink to her knees and collapse.
Hi. Ben, what'd you do?
I didn't do anything to her.
And heal her, right? You know how to do that? We need to question her. We can't question her if she's dead.
No, I can heal her. Sure, I can heal her.
Dear God, do not cast Entangle.
Please don't incast.
I believe in you, Ben, to not cast Entangle.
It's Cure Wounds. I rolled it. It's a Cure Wounds. I'm gonna go over immediately and see if I see like anything obstructing the windpipe with a medicine check, maybe.
Sure. Yeah, you can give me a message.
And if I think 21.
This woman is dead as a doornail.
Already?
You can see there's a trail of blood coming out of her ears.
It's beyond me. I'm good at. I can't.
So he'd still have that spell slot, right?
Yeah. I'll say
Yeah.
that you did the med check before you.
Is the teacher with us?
No,
they're fighting the
Livicina
elemental
went down
ones.
to fight the earth elemental.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
She went to deal with that problem, so the rest of you could go.
They were supposed to be here. They were supposed to be. So that makes it sound like our enemy does not exactly know where our friends are.
While Ben is talking, I'm gonna really, really quickly just be tossing the body to see if I can find any helpful hints.
You find bits and pieces of sort of like druidcraft implements.
A dagger that's not really a blade?
It's essentially a house knife. So it's just in the sense of it's not a weapon dagger.
Yeah.
You find a little bit of gold. You find a small packet of swatches of cloth, and a letter, which, if you open it and begin to read it, appears to be from her husband.
Fuck. The kids really miss you.
Taking the letter. I'm keeping the letter in case it's like code or something, so I can look at it later. And the cloth, in case the cloth is code, so I can
gold.
look at it later. I'm not
So you
keeping
can
the
get more
gold.
books.
No.
Sure.
I'll take the gold. Shoot. No, I don't care about gold either. Did our friends? Did they? Do you know how to deactivate that thing or make it so it don't work?
What thing?
The projector.
Did I manage to do any damage to it by prying at it? No. Okay. Dang.
I mean, it looks mechanical and complicated. I'm not sure I'm the one to take a look at it.
How big is it?
It's pretty.
It's about like
Pockets.
sort of in terms of size, like a large stock pot, or like, you know, the torso of an adult.
Does it weigh less than 500 pounds?
It is part and parcel of the pedestal that it is standing on, which
Does it look movable? Like you could tip it onto something?
Bear, perhaps.
Maybe.
I mean, I could, if we wanted to take it to look at later, I can cast this big fucking disc and we can bring it with us. I've got a lot of stuff to look at later in my pockets and in the back of my shirt.
Keep in mind, her
But-
posture is perfectly straight during all of this.
But
She has been running,
No.
moving only her limbs.
I think we need to either break it, bring it, or just leave and find our friends. You said something was wrong.
Yeah, those tend to be like September's 3 most effective options: break, bring, or leave.
Well, first of all, I'd vote break. Also, the Legion dude, he just sort of exhilaration. He just sort of said that my friends were in trouble. I don't know if that meant you, but you were obviously in trouble, so maybe that's what it was. The other two have not. We need to find them, certainly, but I think this thing is really, really important. Partly because, confession time. I slipped a note to the astronomy professor, and as soon as she read it, she bled essentially out of her eyes and ears, and her brain melted a bit, and I just barely saved her life.
So should we break it?
I at least break it. If you don't want to like sort of look it over, see if you can operate it, then let's sort of break the thing.
I'll look it over and see if I can operate it really quick. And then
Our magic missiles already launching at it.
Yes. The
Okay.
moment he said break it,
So,
Baron just like,
click 2 more, because it's
what
a
was
burst
that?
of
2 more?
yeah, because it's a burst of 3 at a first level spell.
What if they bounce?
Each of these is sort of
You're not in the room.
I forget.
The most
do,
hurt of us is.
do you use carrots your magic missiles?
Yes.
So this like sort of glowing wave of carrots will like launch in and just slam into this orb. And nothing quite happens. Like you can see like a little bit of vibration from like the orb and the stand, but it doesn't really seem like anything. Like it doesn't knock over, it doesn't look like it's dented. And no, I'm not doing this for some bullshit of spells that only say creatures can't affect objects. This is actual narrative, not bullshit rules.
so at that, I want to see if I can figure out how to use it.
My stars and garters! You didn't even warn me about it. Jesus. Yes, but okay, that didn't seem to do much of it. Do you mind just seeing if you can?
Yeah, I'll see if I can. Do you
Figure
mind
it
just
out.
giving me a poke of healing before I start poking?
Oh, of course. I'm getting good at it now.
Yeah.
And since I rolled a 2 last time, let's say I actually cast Cure Wounds.
Thank
And I'm not
you.
mixing those spells up anymore. But I like this new mechanic that I've placed on myself for the first time I use spells.
Gonna absolutely love it when you get into combat.
Yep. 7.
Cool, that helps. And I'm gonna see if I can figure out anything about it, how to work it, what it's doing,
Okay.
how to unwork it.
How are you doing that?
It's magic, right?
Yeah, I more meant even in terms of like, what are you doing in the room?
I forgot to push to talk for some reason. Standing next to it, looking at it real close.
Okay. So investigation would be working it mechanically. Arcana would be what magic is involved with it.
What if, like, working it magically?
Arcana would cover that, yeah.
Okay. 17?
Cool. With a 17, the way it's supposed to work is a combination of mechanical and magical. You would adjust the lenses, etc., to get sort of the images that you want to project, and then you essentially use something pretty basic, like a light spell, and then it sort of projects through it, and then it's automated so that it'll show the movement of the stars. It can move. It also can kind of relate to the spell. You can sense that's making the ceiling above you transparent, so it can display up there. Not just projecting onto it, but actually setting it. The second thing that you notice is that there are a whole bunch of very powerful enchantments on this thing. And that it is in fact projecting, but it's not projecting an image.
Oh.
The third thing you notice is the crackling energy, which explodes outward into the room.
Thanks for the healing.
I need everybody to make an intelligence saving throw. In your mind, September, before you roll, you're here. This could be bad. Would you like a little help?
Yeah, I'm really fucking fucked up right now.
I know, isn't it fun? You have advantage on your intelligence save.
12 for me, I think.
Oh,
You had
for
a-
me.
You had a 22.
I had a 22, sorry. No,
I was
22
like,
for me.
why
read
are you
mine.
selling yourself short on
I was
this?
looking at Banbon.
I
Sorry,
got a
Ban Ban.
21 ban bon.
Oi.
I need
Oh dear.
Bin to take 13 damage. I need September to take 6 damage. And I need...
So I'm dead.
You're unconscious. You're at
How much damage?
27?
27.
I'm at 20 currently.
Yeah, but that's fine. You're
Okay,
unconscious.
so that's good. Yeah, that's fine.
That's what I was like. I'm like,
It didn't
that
outright you.
That should not have outrighted you.
Yeah.
You are unconscious though. Banbon, you are going to be launched back against the wall. Almost the last thing you see are like the twisted shapes of the carrots of your magic missile launching out at you. Everybody else, you take that amount of damage. You are pushed back from this thing. Banbon's bleeding out. Banbon like launched and hit the wall and is obviously dead weight. Like they did not brace at all when they hit or landed.
I'll get Banbon. Start just shouting for someone. Our friends, professors, the bard professors downstairs, someone.
But we don't know who we can trust. We don't know
September.
who will come. We don't
Banbon.
know. Yeah, they might fucking try to kill us depending on who shows up. And I'm on death's door. Heal Banbon, but I
Take
don't
the
think we
chance.
should draw more attention.
Was this a giant explosion up here kind of loud, or?
Didn't actually generate that much noise. These blasts never seem to generate that much noise.
September, someone. And I'll rush over to Banbon.
Hey, exhilaration. Things are really shitty.
Yeah, that's a pretty fair description.
Ben is upset and wants help, and I can't trust anybody.
That would seem pretty accurate, yeah.
Yeah, so come help.
5 hit points to you, Banbon.
Oh, I'm at -2.
No.
You,
You're 5.
you only ever
You're
go
5.
to 0.
0.
You'll hear. Very well. All of the 3 of you feel and hear the tower shudder slightly. And the sound of something exploding down near the base of it. Banbon, you're waking up to see September begin to levitate into the air slightly. And now instead of her eyes spreading from that, her entire body is this roiling darkness, which is slowly expands until it covers her head to toe and then steps backwards off of her. And you'll see it here. All right, fine, I'm here. Now, how can I help? Oh, by the way, we should go.
Yeah, if I push this thing onto a large disc, can you make it invisible? I don't know what you can do or how you got here.
If you push that onto a large disc, you'll probably die.
Because of the exploding thing
Yes.
from it. Okay, fine. Let's go.
Indeed.
Has this damaged any of the walls or anything? How structurally sound is this place?
It doesn't look like it sounds like it was more like a sound than it was foundational damage. Or do you mean the explosion up here?
Up here, like the walls up here.
You mean the explosion that came from the projector? It seems like it was mostly a psychic blast, so it doesn't have an enormous amount of impact. You do notice, however, as Exhilaration steps briskly towards the door, and is still this sort of seething mass of darkness, just in a humanoid form. The walls and the wall hangings are slowly burning away into orange light.
Ooh.
I really would recommend hurrying, though. I don't really have a lot of power right now.
Does it? So it looks like this is sort of dissolving up here a little bit.
Yeah.
Into kind of a okay. Good enough for me. Fucking yeah. Down the stairs we go as fast as we can.
Yeah.
Shouting for Cantor and Vanity.
Stop shouting.
I don't fucking care who hears us now.
You should fucking care. Somebody here is doing this. I have a decent idea who, maybe, I don't know, based on the spells that were cast at me today. We need to fucking be quiet.
There are professors out looking for people. Perhaps our best shot is to be found by the right people.
And if the wrong people find us first? How many spell slots do you have left?
Considering Ben is shouting.
I don't understand that.
How many more spells can you cast?
It depends on how powerful the spells are. I don't exactly know. There are some that I only know in theory. I've never actually cast before.
I can cast quite a bit, but I'm not feeling very great right now.
Right,
See?
so shut the fuck up. I don't want them finding us in the tower alone.
We won't be alone if we can find Cantor and Vanity. Cantor! Vanity!
Stop yelling, Ben!
Do
Even
we
the 5
hear?
of us really hurt are better than 3 of us who are quiet.
But if bad people find us first while we're really hurt, they're going to kill us.
As you have this argument, you step through the doorway to head downstairs. And Vanity and Cantor, you step through the doorway into a room that the walls are polished stone, finely inlaid with this red crystal dust, forming patterns. You're fairly sure that these are almost conduits. These patterns seem like they are carrying magical energy.
Okay.
And that's sort of just a hallway that terminates in another pair of doors.
Okay. Cantor,
Hmm.
should we find the rest of the group at this point? I know
You sort of want to show them this room. I mean, it is pretty cool looking.
I'm thinking it
I mean,
might.
I'm sure at this point they're just sort of wandering the halls looking for us. Cantor, Vanity, where are you? But
That's as long as they're not in trouble. Did we feel that shake the thing about darn. Okay.
I mean, I don't think they
as long
would
as
be
they're
in
not.
trouble. Ben just went to talk to a professor, and I mean, those other two, I'm not sure. They did kind of investigate a murder scene, but
Yeah.
would it help if I could figure out where they were?
Possibly. That would tell us, I guess, if they were still in the basement, if they had left.
Just to make sure that we don't just walk into a trap of some sort. Galway is walking backwards through the doorway, lead into the previous room, or
There's no doorway.
I guess. Okay. Well, it seems like we're not going to go find them.
You can see the outline still, but that crystal is no longer glowing.
Right.
Right. No.
Well, now even if I figured out where they, we did it again. Now even if we figured out where they were, it wouldn't exactly matter. Guess we could wait until we figure out what's on the other side.
Does seem that our only thing to do is move forward. So onward we go.
Just prior to walking forward, Cantor casts a single healing word on himself to regain some. Or tries. We'll see.
Roll 2d4.
What?
Oof. This is either good or bad.
I want to roll high. What's this?
Cantor, you regain 15 hit points, and Vanity, you regain 8 hit points. As you cast the spell, you see the rune lines flare into life, and just sort of cascade the hallway with healing energy.
I could use
wow. Cantor.
Yes.
You
I've
can
only
also
been sort of listening to September's rants about magic stuff, but I think this could be mana related.
I do believe you're right about that. So it amplified your magic. This is either a very good place or a very bad place. So you didn't mention, did you mention a color of light when you were telling us?
If I didn't mean
Like
not to. Red.
Okay.
It's
I just didn't
all
remember.
very similar to the
So-
light that you now see emitting from these crystals.
Okay, and the line that went there
Same.
was also red.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did, if I didn't say that color, it wasn't like I was hiding it. I just completely forgot whether I did or
Right,
not.
and it could have been just me not remembering, but okay. Huh. Well, shall we open those doors, but perhaps not go through quite yet?
I mean, I don't know how doors in this place would work, but we can certainly try.
All right. So I'll walk up, or I'll walk down the hallway to the double doors and see if they're handle.
They're just sort of
And
flat planes, but you can see like there's two sort of trying to think of it. It almost looks like a kitchen door, like in a
Okay, like a
restaurant
swing.
kitchen where it would swing, and there's sort of press plates where your hands would go, but no handles or knobs or anything.
I will.
Best of luck, Vanity, you've got this. And also a bardic inspiration for the rogue.
Nice. Okay, and it's a D6, right? So, all right, I will. And we still are. Do you still have bless up?
I do, yes. So it's a
Okay.
bless and a bardic inspiration for you.
Okay, so I'm gonna stand and not walk forward and push the doors and just like see if they'll open and I can catch a glimpse of what's there.
As you put your hands on the doors, white light surges out from your hands, and the doors will swing open. But it's not from you. It's not with the force of you touching them. It seems like they are just
Okay.
opening. Inside is the air is a little cooler than it is here, but like the hallway is almost warm. That makes sense. This is just a pleasant temperature. It is twilight, so like soft light. There are red crystals similarly to what you saw in the room, but actual crystal formations that glow slightly. And in the center, there is a platform hovering above which is an orb about so big around, marked with red glowing lines. And you'll both hear, "Welcome. I am glad that you have made it here. You, child touched by one of my brethren. You, not of this world. It is good that you have found me, for there is great danger here."
Vanity for once is somewhat speechless and just looking. What shall we do? Clearly, you are not the danger.
No,
You
though
are not the one causing the time loop.
No, certainly not. That is caused by
And you are
those that
aware-
hunt me.
And why are you hunted?
Perhaps this will be easier to start a bit more at the beginning. I am Archmagus. I am one of the defenders of Tyr. And the war is coming very soon. And let's wrap up there for tonight.
Holy shit.
I mean,
Well done, everyone.
it's Tyr. Nothing bad happens from orbs ever. Nothing
Ever.
cryptic ever happens from orbs.
Yeah.
No, you didn't end up with a whole bunch of color imagery, door imagery, and orb imagery so far this game. Those aren't
Yeah,
recurring
not at
themes at
all.
all.
I didn't
Not
notice.
at all.
I didn't notice it until he